If you read the title of the video, you already know it's about to go on. I've been 100% Helldivers. I've been playing this game for a while, even have the tape that shows I served on the creek to prove it. But what I haven't been able to do in a while is 100% the game, which I wanted to do way back then, and then they started nerfing everything, and everyone left the game. But it was, and then I thought it'd be perfect to finally come back and 100% the game, which is what you're about to see now. Don't mind that behind me. That doesn't matter. At the time you're watching this, I've already 100% the game, and I gotta say that might be super annoying. It's just bad. But I hope you enjoy it because this got some funny moments in here. Now, as far as terms of the achievements that I have left in this game, I've been playing this game for a while, like I said. I already have a very good majority of the achievements that are pretty easy to get from just playing the game. The achievements I get in this video are the achievements that you more so have to try to get, like shoot off both arms of a Hulk, and then extract both of its arms gone, which is actually the achievement I accidentally got really easily, randomly, when I was just playing a mission with a friend, which is why I decided to make this video. I don't have the footage of me doing that, but I got that, and that's why all of this happened. Now, as far as the achievements that I got in this video were the ones I needed left was 6 barrage stratagems in one place, gone in 360 seconds, which complete a blitz mission under 6 minutes, defeat an expert or more challenging mission with no one dying, killing 10 bad guys, bugs or whatever, with like 150 rounds, and then 100%ing one of the ship upgrades, which ended up being the most complicated one. And then there's some other ones in there I'm forgetting to mention too, but hopefully you enjoy, because this took me a while. So for the first achievement I decided to go for, it was the 6 stratagems in one place, which is incredibly easy if you have a group of friends. As many as we can. Uh-oh. Yeah, I listed right down the barrel. Which, you know, I think out of all the achievements in this game, this might be my favorite one, just because of how, like, flippin' cool it looks. This one also has a really low, like, % chance of people getting it. And I also feel like that might be because of the fact that, you know, people throwing them down on time and not dying to the barrage before all of them are down and everything in the radius.
Hey, we might want to get them. Come on, before we die. Brandon, get in the thing.
No, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Oh, there we go. Yep, too easy. Yep. Just gotta make sure nothing lives on that planet anymore. That's... Now we get to go back to my ace air-conditioned ship that has the AC on max.
That's on turbo max.
No, hey, it gets hot on the ship. Okay. The next one also ended up being a pretty simple one, because all we had to do, all I had to do, was kill 10 bugs while firing 115 bullets. That just means you had to fire 150 bullets and only kill 10 bugs. That's about all that you really have to do. And this one ended up being, I think, the easiest one out of all of them. I mean, all of them are pretty easy compared to the last one that I had to do to 100% the game. This one might be my favorite just because of how chaotic it is. If you want to do this yourself, just use the starter machine gun. Go on like one of those easier missions where you just have to kill like a brood commander and you'll be good. Eliminate brood commander. Oh, I found the brood commander. It's chasing Joel.
Oh wait, is it not even a Titan?
Wait, do you want me to kill it?
Well, that you can kill then. I got my achievement done. Which, this one ended up being just kind of a simple one. To just kill bugs and everything, and, you know, it's whatever. The next achievement that we needed to go for was Ragdoll with a jetpack. I've never used, not jetpack, jump pack, but I've never used the jump pack before. And this achievement ended up being really buggy for some reason. I'm gonna go into that rock.
No, you can't be like trying to. It just kind of happens.
I'm pretty wrong.
All right. Okay.
Does that count as a ragdoll?
No.
The weird thing that you'll notice about this achievement is I ragdoll several times, but it had to be done a certain way. And also, we shouldn't have chosen Luminate to do this mission on. Because what you'll realize, and for some reason this is how the achievement works, is you can't just go into a ragdoll state by hitting an object. You have to put yourself in a ragdoll state by doing something stupid. And the easiest method is to throw a grenade, wait a couple seconds, run over, and then use the jump pad, and it will knock you out of the state. Which, looking back at it, I realized that the achievement said knocking yourself into a ragdoll state using the jet jump pad, which I guess more so meant that it meant knock yourself while you're in the air and not when you're landing, which they didn't make very clear. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that information? That sounds like I'm supposed to ram myself into a wall. But after enough tries of using the very glitchy and flimsy jetpack, one YouTube video search result gave me that idea to use, and then eventually I got the achievement and we can mark this one off our list. Now the next achievement ended up being one of the more annoying ones, which was gone in 360 seconds or completing a blitz mission in under 6 minutes. This one was super annoying because you can imagine how easy it is to mess up and die, miss the hole with the grenade launcher, and then on top of that, if we had messed up once, we had to go back, restart, lose, fail, die, go back, restart to get the perfect 6-minute run. I mean, it was so chaotic. Just take a look at one of the runs we had. And if we all landed on a mountain, then
The fate of all humanity's children are in your hands. Do not let them fall. Requesting tap back. Near your location.
We just have to close 11 holes. I mean, no one knows.
Tagging map, northwest, 200 meters.
Joel, you go to extraction since you don't have the grenade launcher. Yeah, Joel, just go straight to the extraction. Factory. Let me see if
Everyone needs to. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I didn't realize. Well, I didn't realize we all had to live.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
We're against the clock right now. As soon as the ship lands, everyone just needs to get in. So don't even leave the extraction zone.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Worry about the lungy ones. The big guys move slow.
ETA
Where we get in the ship.
6:30. I'll drive separately and meet you there. I'll drive separately and meet you there.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just knock it out as fast as we
Landing in
can.
progress.
Follow the door.
Alright.
In the ship. In. Everybody in. Everybody in.
Preparing to extraction complete.
Okay, did that count? Are we good on? And you'll never believe it. After that entire run, we were exactly 2 seconds off from doing the achievement. A whole 2 seconds. But luckily, this run was a lot better. The run we had right after that turned out to be a lot better than that one. It started off a little rough, but we were able to get out of there in under 6 minutes, destroyed all the bug holes needed, got on the ship on time, and you know what? Overall, it went pretty good. This achievement was probably the most intense and hardest one to try to kind of get, because it's hard to do solo, so it's a hard one to do solo. But it's hard, but you're doing it solo, even with people, so you can cover it quicker. The easiest way to do it is one of those blitz missions where you just destroy holes. So it's easier to split up. The strategy we used is we had it where one of us just set at the extraction zone ready to call it in, and 2 of us went in with grenade launchers and blew up the holes. And it worked out pretty well, and that's how we got this achievement. So now we can mark that one off our list.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Democracy prevails.
The next one ended up being very similar to the one that we just did, which is where you had to complete an extreme difficulty mission or higher without anyone dying. I mean, no one on the team to die for you to get this achievement. This one was more so just annoying, but felt a lot less stressful, because if one of us died, we could just close out the mission knowing we'd already failed. And it wasn't like the other one where if one of us died, there was still maybe a hope and you'd be against time. So you don't feel rushed. This is a very somewhat easy one to do. The easiest way to do this one is maybe just get a squad of people, and it would help if you have people you know that help you do it. And as you just saw there, chargers make this challenge the hardest achievement, make this achievement super hard. But the easiest thing to do for this one is get a group of friends, that way you just communicate to each other, not a group of randoms. And you wanted to eradicate bug swarms, which, you know, do it on bugs, don't try to do it on bots. Bots shoot you and knock you over the ground with their missiles and everything. Bugs are the easiest way to do it for this one. And yeah, that's all you gotta do. Mechs might be a good strategy. We had one person on my team use mechs, but I don't know if that's a very viable strategy, but that's what worked for us. And then we got the achievement, and then there was another achievement we were able to knock off our list. But the next achievement is the achievement that tore me apart. You would think that maybe this one would be the hardest one. No one has to. You think maybe completing a mission under 6 minutes would be hard. No, this next achievement was so more difficult than any of the other achievements we did in this list. And that achievement was reach max level on a single ship upgrade. You have no idea how difficult this one was. And where did the difficulty come from? Sample farming. And the main reason behind that is because you have to grind super samples, which are only available in missions with a difficulty 6 or higher. Which meaning there's more bugs, the enemies are stronger, there's more chargers, there's more titans. Chargers is the bane of my existence after this achievement. I hate chargers. So many times would a charger just charge into me, and then knock me to the floor, not even be near me, and would kill me or ram me into a wall, and I'd be dead because of that. Which is fine, you don't have to not die to extract those samples, but then all of the bugs would camp the samples. Do you know how hard it is to try to get your samples back after killing the bugs? Not only do you have to try to make sure that you get a good amount of samples or the mission's worthless, but you also have to make sure that your samples don't get camped by the bugs. And this took so long, grinding samples after samples after samples after samples after samples and more samples and even more samples. The struggle was real because you'd have a ton of samples and then, you know, all of a sudden dead. Look at that. Dropped all those samples, gone. And then the most annoying part is the easiest way to do it was to fill in those 2 empty spots. I didn't have friends to help me do it. It was with randoms, and randoms don't always remember to pick up the samples when you die and drop them on the floor. So then your efforts were all for nothing. And it would also be annoying because sometimes the objective would not always be completed on time, and the super destroyer would leave, and then you'd be sent to emergency extraction. What happens when the super destroyer leaves? You lose access to your stratagems to be able to kill stuff like chargers and titans, making life even more of a pain. Or the game would actually just screw you over itself, not even the people or the bugs. There was this run right here that you're watching, we had pretty much almost max samples. My friend had the samples after I died. The game bugged where he landed on the little clip of the ramp and a bug slapped and killed him, and we lost all those samples. This mission was for nothing. make 100% more games like this, let me know and subscribe, and I'll make more videos like this and hopefully get better at it. This is the first time I've done a video styled like this, and this has been a journey, so thanks for coming along with me on that journey, and I will see you around. So see ya.